Dear children, now let us continue with the 7th lesson, religious and social reforms in India. So in this lesson today, let us learn about the religious and social reform of India, that is the Indian Renaissance. Okay, here the urgent need for social and religious reform that began to manifest itself from the early decades of the 19th century arose in response to the contact with the Western culture and education. The weakness and decay of Indian society was evident to educated Indians who started to work systematically for their removal, and they were no longer willing to accept the traditions, beliefs and practices of Hindu society simply because they had been observed for centuries. The impact of Western ideas gave birth to new awakening. The change that took place in the Indian social scenario is popularly known as the Renaissance. Okay, here what it means, the Renaissance means what here? So during the 19th century, here the Indians started to educate. Indians అంటే ఇండియన్స్లోనే కొంతమంది అనేది ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అనేది స్టార్ట్ చేశారనమాట. దే స్టార్టెడ్ టు ఎడ్యుకేట్. సో ఆఫ్టర్ ఎడ్యుకేటింగ్ దే కేమ్ టు నో ద వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ what they should follow, what they should not follow. They came to know the importance of how they have to behave systematically, how they have to lead the life systematically. అంటే మరి వాళ్ళు ఎలాంటి కల్చర్ అనేది ఫాలో చేయాలి, వాట్ ఎవర్ కల్చర్ షుడ్ బి ఫాలోడ్. Some are there in the Hindus especially, what they do, they just observe అంటే from centuries and all what are the tradition others are doing, what are the ancestors are doing, just they are following it. Means their ancestors, their generation to generation, just they are following the tradition. But some of the tradition it was not important, that also they were following it without knowing the reason. ఇక్కడ రీజన్ తెలియకుండానే ఏమో వాళ్ళు చేస్తున్నారు అన్నట్లు మనం దాన్ని ఫాలో చేయాలా అన్నట్లు అలాగా కొన్ని కల్చర్స్ అనేది ఆ రీజన్ లేకుండానే చేసేవాళ్ళు అనమాట. అంటే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అయిన తర్వాత కొంతమంది ఇండియన్స్ అనేది ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అయిన తర్వాత ఆఫ్టర్ ఎడ్యుకేటింగ్, సో వాట్ దే డిడ్, దే వెంట్ ఇన్ ఎ సిస్టమాటిక్ మేనర్ మీన్స్ ఇక్కడ మనకు ఏదైతే అవసరమో వాట్ దే షుడ్ ఫాలో ఇన్ ద ట్రెడిషన్లో మనము ఏదైతే చాలా పర్టికులర్గా ఫాలో చేయాలి, కొన్ని మనము ఫాలో చేయకూడదు బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ అస్. So like this, they gain some of the rules and systematic manner. So what this education Indians did, here others, those who are uneducated people were there, they were not agreeing with them. అంటే వాళ్ళు అగ్రీ చేయలేదు అనమాట, వీళ్ళు చెప్పిన మాటకు వాళ్ళు అగ్రీ చేయలేదు. సో ఇయర్ ఇలాగా Renaissance and tamed it. So what is Renaissance here? Renaissance means the impact of Western ideas gave birth to new awakening. So at that time what happened? Here everything came in the Western ideas. In some of the Indians what they did, they came with the Western ideas. Their ideas changed into Western ideas. Means actually their tradition, everything, some of them they brought from Western also. Western tradition kuda kontamandi ippudu dane follow ayitunnaru. Nowadays some are following even Western tradition like that. The change took place in the Indian social scenario is popularly known as the Renaissance. So what this change it is happening in the India, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇండియా వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళ కల్చర్ వదిలేసి ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళ కల్చర్ నేమ్ ఫాలో అవుతారు కదా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ద ట్రెడిషన్ వాట్ దే ఫాలోయింగ్ అబౌట్ ద వెస్టర్న్ కల్చర్, సో దట్ ఈస్ పాపులర్లీ నోన్ as what, it is known as Renaissance. It is known as Renaissance. Okay, next we will learn about the great person Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who is one of the reformer. So here the central figure of this culture awakening was Raja Ram Mohan Roy, known as the father of Indian Renaissance. He is known as the father of Indian Renaissance. Who it is? Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He is known as the father of Indian Renaissance. Here Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a great patriot, scholar and humanist. He was moved by deep love for the country and worked throughout his life for the social, religious, intellectual and political regeneration of the Indians. So he is called as one of the greater. He is called as the father of Renaissance. Why he is called as the father of Renaissance means he played a very important role in this. He said that most of the people that like social evils and all, they should not believe it. At the time what the people used to do in the Indians, they used to believe the social evils. అలాంటివన్నీ వాళ్ళు మూఢనమ్మకం అంటాం కదా, అలాంటివన్నీ బిలీవ్ చేసే వాళ్ళు ఇండియన్స్. సో వాట్ దిస్ పర్సన్ సెడ్, he said not to believe some of the social evils, that all everything what they should follow, what they should not follow, which is the right, which is not right, that all he used to say. And he is one of the, he is called as a father of the Indian Renaissance. And not only this, he is a great patriot also. He is one of the great patriot, and he is a scholar and a humanist. And he was moved by the deep love for the country and worked throughout his life for the social, religious, intellectual and political regeneration of the Indians. Means he worked for the sake of Indians. He worked for the development, for the sake of development of the Indians. అంటే ఇండియన్స్ వాళ్ళు చాలా ఇంకా డెవలప్మెంట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఇక్కడ వెస్ట్రన్ కల్చర్ అనేది అక్కడ ఎంత ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ అయిందో మన ఇండియాలో కూడా ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ తీసుకురావాలనేది దానికి చాలా హార్డ్ వర్క్ చేశాడనమాట. ఈ వర్క్ వెరీ హార్డ్ ఫర్ దట్, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ఆల్ ద ఫీల్డ్స్, ఇన్ పొలిటికల్ అండ్ in everything, in social, religious, in intellectual, intellecting the people and political, in all the fields he played a very important role. So he's one of the great person here.